Okay guys, this is a second lecture from my jewellery design part 2 course that's just come out, where I cover a ton of techniques. If you want to know more about that, check out the intro video to this. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is showing you simply how to do some mesh extractions and boolean to a particular surface. So if we go into our cylinder 3D and I drag that out, go straight into edit mode, then you're going to see I've got this here like this, and I want to just make that a polymesh 3D. Okay, so now we have this object. What we can do is we can start to subdivide it. Now before I do subdivide it, something will happen. If I go to dynamic subdivs and turn this on, you're going to see it kind of goes roundy, and I might want it quite sharp at the top. So really easy way to make it sharp based on this is you can come down to creases and you can just click the crease. Now the crease is controlled by the angle or the C tolerance of this, the crease tolerance. So it's looking at 45 degrees here, or 90 degrees as I've got. So if I click crease, you're going to see a double line appear down here, and this means now when I actually divide this up like this, it's going to keep it sharp around the creased areas and nice and smooth on these areas. So I'm going to take that up quite high to a subdivision level of 6, and I'm going to turn this off. Now what I want to do is I want a repeating pattern around this, and I'm going to use masking to do my extraction. So to actually get this to repeat around this object, I'm going to come over here to activate symmetry, where now you're going to see two little dots, and that's symmetrical. So if I come down here now and turn posable symmetry on, I can put a count in here of 10, and you're going to see that they will appear up the side. Now I need to change this, so I need to put it onto the Y axis. Now what will happen if I press the control key to mask, and I start to mask a nice little pattern in here like this, put a little dot in there and there, I'm going to get a repeating pattern all the way around 10 times. Now to do a mesh extraction is really easy. We're going to press the control key and the alt key to sharpen this mask so it's nice and sharp. Just keep clicking. You should have a nice sharp mask. It's really important your mask is sharp and that you have a lot of subdivision levels to draw this in. So to do an extraction, I'm going to come down to Subtool, I'm going to go down to Extract, and then I'm just going to click the Extract button. This has now given us a subtraction. Now this is a preview. If I zoom in, you're going to see it will disappear. Looking at this, I want it a bit thicker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this thickness, and I'm going to turn it up a little bit more. I'm going to hit the extract now, and it's going to be thicker. Let's go up quite a bit more. So now we have a big extraction on this. I'm going to click accept. Straight away you're going to see that it has actually created polygroups, and it's masked the top faces, so it brought the masking with it, which can be quite handy. Now what I could do is I could do an extraction on top of this extraction. I could go into masking and I could shrink my mask a few times, and then I could sharpen my mask. Then I could shrink again a few times, and I could sharpen my mask. And now you can see I've got an inner piece here. Now I could go down to the extraction again, change the extraction point down a little bit more, and do an extraction of this to form a nice little point like that. Let's make it a little bit bigger. When we're happy with that result, we hit accept. So now what you've seen us do is a base extraction, and then using that mask again and shrinking it, we've created another extraction on the top. Now it's important to note at the same time that the masking will be kept on the model, so you still have that masking on there, and this can be quite handy if you want to, say, polygroup this together. Just for later on, you might want to keep this. So if you go down to the poly paint tab here, the poly group tab, sorry, and group mask, it will then give you a mask. So I'm pressing the control and dragging to clear the mask, and now we have that poly grouped as well. So in my course, I do cover a lot of different techniques, including lots of these techniques, to get these really good effects going on. So we come out of this, and this is what we have created. Now I'll also be showing you in my course how to clean up this topology and how to use it more effectively with lots of different techniques. I hope you've enjoyed this free lecture brought to you by mojomojo.design. So if you're interested in jewelry design and you want to know how to do a plethora of things and techniques all to do with jewelry design in ZBrush, then you might want to check out my website courses.mojomojo.design. You'll see a link in the descriptions where you can find out more about this course. Now this course has only just been brought out, and it covers next gen techniques inside of ZBrush 2019 for jewelry design, specifically for jewelry. So you're going to see on the course page here that you've got some examples of some of the work that we're going to do, and I'll be adding to some of the sections at the bottom as well. So you can see here that we've got a lot of information, and here is the course curriculum to date, although it will grow. And obviously we have the pricing down here. Now I'm giving you a special 50% off for a limited time. This will not be open all the time, so if you click the link and it's expired, then you've missed it. So get in there quick and get 50% off of this course on jewelry design inside of ZBrush.